Good evening, Karen. Hi, Sandra. Just getting set up. Won't be long. Can I just confirm that you can see my screen, please?
Yes, we can see it clearly, Dean. It's all good.
Oh, thank you. I might just click the next slide just to be sure that that's going to be what I want to need it to be, and just check for me that this changes. Hang on. Oops. Okay, and have you now got that Sunday session slide?
Got this, yes, Sunday session. There was no change though from the previous one, Dean. It's still the same, but Sunday session on the right, and then there's a blank screen on the left.
I need you to see. What about now? Are you seeing what? Are you seeing one screen or two?
Two. At two now, Sunday session.
Two or
And
one?
the one on the right's just changed, our nutrition product partner.
Gosh, okay. Okay, that's not what we want. I'm just going to take me off the picture here so I can concentrate. What about now? If you could just keep telling me what you see, that would be great.
Yeah. So on the right, there's two smaller screens on nutrition product on the left. Picture of the tea. We are the marketing cellular nutrition on the.
Okay, I'm trying to get this down to one slide and I'm just missing something. What should I be doing here? Okay, I confess I'm lost. We may end up seeing two. Do you see my notes?
Underneath, yes, I have. underneath. Have you been watching the Olympics? Yes.
Okay, I don't want that. Okay.
Oh, this is you're on a PowerPoint, aren't you? You've done this
Yeah.
on, yeah. You'll go, yeah, you go back to PowerPoint, then you can click hide notes.
I want to see the notes for me.
I don't think you can. Have you
No,
done?
I'm on two screens, so I can.
Oh,
It
okay.
normally splits it from one to the other. Let me just see what I'm doing here. Stop the share. 8 minutes. If you see it suddenly come correct, just please let me know.
I will, Dean, yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, let's try this.
Hey,
Okay.
it's me.
You've got us one screen on here now, Dean.
One screen only?
Yep.
Great. All right. I'm going to go with no notes. I don't know how to do this without bringing notes. That's fine.
Okay.
Yay.
You can still, Dean, you can still see all the slides though on the right-hand side. Did you want that or just the whole?
Yeah. All right. So it should. Yeah. We'll prompt you once you click on the link. You zoom will open.
Is that better?
Just go through it.
Yeah.
It'll come and be up a little box. Just
Okay.
so it's the
Well,
sixth.
thank you. All right. Hopefully
It's
that's
still not filling the whole screen though. I'm not sure exactly how you wanted to present this, but it's
Yeah.
not filling the whole screen. You can see.
Yeah.
I think.
Right. Maybe this will do it. Is that filling the whole screen
Yeah,
now?
that's it. It's it. Done it. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
that was
That's
the whole
perfect.
screen.
Yeah, that's the whole screen now. Yeah, that's good. I know what that's like. It's fiddly, isn't it? Especially when you're like, Harry, what do I press? What do I press?
Honestly,
Right.
I do this to myself every single week.
Me too. I'm with you on that, Michael. It's exactly the same.
Oh,
Well done.
fabulous.
All right.
Thank you for being there. And I think you must have given me the nice silent breathe vibe. All right, I can see we've got some people joining, so I'll mute myself and I'll start our countdown.
Kia ora. Well, good evening, New Zealand and Australia. Hey, thanks for taking time out on a Sunday evening to join us for our Sunday session. And 30 minutes is all it takes to find out what we're about tonight. And you'll be intrigued, you'll be curious, you'll be wondering why you're here, or maybe you know a little bit more about why you're here. You've already got an indication of what it is that excites you or interests you, and you're here to hear these amazing stories from these four incredible women. Before we get into tonight's call and talking about what happens in the cracks and gaps of the day, I'd just like to introduce myself. I'm Dean Harrison. I'm here in Christchurch, and it's my great pleasure to be the host for tonight's call. I'd just like to give you a bit of an overview of who we are and where we're from and what we're up to, and I'll just take a moment or two and then we can hear from our speakers. Our nutrition partner has been around for 41 years. And I'm sure you've heard of Herbalife Nutrition. They're the world's leading nutrition company. Sales of over $8.6 billion just in 2020, and now operating in 95 countries around the world. Of course, they're publicly listed on the New York Stock Exchange, and they are the #1 brand in the world for weight management and well-being. A couple of well-known faces there in that screenshot that you can see. Cristiano Ronaldo, arguably the fittest man on the planet, is a proud user of the Herbalife nutrition products. Heather Jackson, the #1 women's triathlete in the world, absolutely remarkable athlete. The Western City Wanderers, and some of us have been watching the Olympics over the last couple of weeks, so you may well have seen a number of the sponsored athletes from various countries across the world. In fact, the whole Indian squad, the whole Olympic squad for India was proudly sponsored by Herbalife Nutrition. I have to say, I really admire the way they do their sponsorships. It's what I would think of as an authentic sponsorship. They don't throw somebody a big wad of cash and say, here, pop a cap on, or hold our product in the limelight for the next media conference. What they do is they say, listen, if you want to have the best nutrition in the world, we'll give it to you, and no money changes hands. So these people are just sponsored by Herbalife Nutrition. All of their products for the athletes are banned substance tested too, so they can be used at venues like the Olympic Games. So pretty cool. So what is it about us? You may have already seen or be familiar with our famous shake, aloe, and tea combination. This is literally taking the world by storm. But what we do is we market cellular nutrition programs, and these come from the Herbalife Nutrition Company. We've got a very, very simple philosophy. We create healthy, active lifestyle communities, and we do that through this very, very simple overview, which is 80% nutrition. You can't outrun a bad diet, right? It's 20% exercise or activity, but then there's the personal development and the mindset that marries with that. And we do a lot of work with mindset and personal development. And so it's 100% mindset. And when you put that into balance and you make it something that people can do every single day in a simple, easy way, then you can truly deliver health to the community. And that's what we're about. So it's pretty exciting. Most of the people who work with us are part-time, probably 80% or more actually. And pretty much all of us started out part-time. And the beautiful thing about this is you can start part-time, you can start right where you are, wherever that is. You know, you can start out absolutely broke. You can start out already working. You can be the busiest person you know, but perhaps not enjoying what you do. So you can start where you are, and you can go as far as you want to go. And I have to say, women do this best. Women definitely do this incredibly well. We've got an amazing support role with our company. We have online nutrition trainings, online and in-person fit clubs as isolation and as this current environment we live in allows here in New Zealand right now. We're incredibly fortunate. We can have our fit clubs in person, and we had Fit Club this morning here in Christchurch, and I know that was happening in Auckland too. But of course, we do these online, and we do them right across the week. And there's lots of different sessions, from yoga to box fit to all sorts of different activities that people can plug into. Many people are familiar with our Body Transformation Challenge. Gosh, there's tens of thousands of dollars given away in cash and prizes. And these Body Transformation Challenges are absolutely smashing. Phenomenal results across New Zealand and Australia. Our Body Transformation Challenge for New Zealand and Australia is just actually embarked in the last week or so. So we're pretty excited about that. And of course, our personal development workshops. Most of these are absolutely free, and you can plug into them depending on where you are, either online or in person. And of course, we consult people and help them with whole food eating and giving people that right advice to help cause results. And I guess if there's one thing that Herbalife Nutrition are famous for that they do better than anybody else, it's results. And you can just cast your eye across the screen. These are just some of our team members who are getting results. And you see results from weight gain transformations and lean body mass, lean muscle mass increments, weight loss transformations, skin transformations, and just well-being. It's a phenomenal product. So we're involved in something incredibly important, and we do that one person at a time, one street at a time, one household at a time. Some of the people who are working with us are doing that on a slightly bigger scale. They're helping whole communities, whole towns, whole cities, whole states. And some of the leadership we've yet to identify will be helping to change the health and nutrition of nations. And that's right across 95 countries around the world. So what you do absolutely makes a difference. Empower yourself, and then you can empower others. So tonight, incredibly excited to have 4 remarkable women on this call, each traveling a different journey, each here tonight to share with us what they've used in the cracks and gaps of their day to improve their life, be that with their health, be that with their income, their personal life, wherever that is. So listen, rather than keep talking, I know, like me, you're hanging out to hear these 4 incredible stories. So what I'd like to do is start off with a delightful young woman who's just so inspirational. And I can see her smiling face sitting there. I'd like to cross to Phoebe Outram in Tasmania. And Phoebe, if you could share with us your story, we would love to hear from you.
Hey guys, thank you so much. Just give me one moment because I'm actually going to put my little timer on so I don't talk for too long. So thank you so much for asking me to share, Dean. I am in Tasmania, and we're also really lucky here with the COVID situation, but I know a lot of people around the world are struggling right now. So it is pretty awesome that we have got this opportunity. So for myself, I got started on my program it would be 7 years ago now. And at that point in time, I was really struggling. I'd been suffering with severe Crohn's Crohn's disease, it's a disease of the digestive tract, and I've been struggling with that for about 7 years, and trying different things, different products, in and out of hospital. I was continually looking for something. I was seeing naturopaths and dietitians, and my sister actually was living in Melbourne, and she was studying naturopathy, so studying to become a naturopath. And I remember when she got on her program, I remember when she called me, and I remember the excitement in her voice and me just being completely closed off. So I was very, very...
Apologies, Phoebe. I've accidentally muted you there. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, hang on, was I muted the whole time then? Hopefully
No, you were fine. I'm sorry, that was me. I was just trying to pin your screen so everybody could see you.
Okay, cool. So I was very skeptical, and I did eventually make that decision to get started. And I still remember, I just started on a nutritional smoothie mix, just the French vanilla. That was all I could tolerate at the time because I was so unwell. I had 17 operations. I got down to 36 kilos body weight at my lowest. So I was severely underweight, and I just had no energy. I'm a mum of 2. They're my beautiful daughters there in the photo down the bottom left. And I just remember having that energy shift. I was standing in my kitchen, and that got me excited because I was like, oh, wow, all these other products and other things that I tried, I hadn't ever felt a shift. So when I did feel that, I was excited. And then, I built up to get onto the Ultimate program and just continued on with my results. Like, it's always been evolving over the years, and continuing with the muscle growth. So the photos that you guys see there, they are like a recent transformation, probably the last 7 months. And I don't have my original ones, but it's pretty insane when you see how far I've come. So I guess, for me, speaking about business, like knowing that these products really literally changed my life, it was easy to then be able to share it with others. So I'm going to just stick to talking about my product result today, though, because we'll save the business aspect for another time. And I've got some incredible speakers. So my actual results, I've gained 18 kilos now and maintained that for the 7 years. I continue to change my body composition. So at the moment, I am still focusing on muscle gain. I've gotten off all medication, and obviously, as the disclaimer says, that it doesn't, we don't say that we cure or fix any diseases or anything like that. But when you give your body good nutrition, you just want to move towards wellness. So just, my whole energy shifted, my mindset shifted. I got those weight gain results that I wanted in a healthy way and was able to maintain it. I use the products every single day, and I absolutely love the ease. I love the sports range. I love, the teas and everything that we have, all the aloe. And I actually put my program to work. So if I ever do have a flare or any issues with my health, I know how to use the products, and I've really smashed them and use them, to my full advantage. So I'd say put your coach to work, ask them what you can do to really get the best result possible from the products that you use, and just stick with it, because it did take me a good 3 to 6 months to feel any sort of shift. But yeah, no looking back. So thank you so much for allowing me to share, and I'll mute my end and pass over to the next speaker.
Phoebe, you are absolutely remarkable, and we're very, very grateful for you taking time out tonight and share your story and that transformation through just good, sound, basic nutrition on a daily basis. And wow, you're looking amazing, and congratulations. It's a pleasure to have you on the call, Phoebe. Thank you. Alrighty, so we're going to stay in Australia, and we're just going to travel up and over a little, and we're going to head into Sydney, and love now to hear from Susanna. And Susanna, I believe, if I can just, here we go. Susanna, are you there? Can you unmute yourself for us, please?
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me okay?
We can. Fabulous.
Okay. Very good. My name is Susanna. First of all, thank you, Dean, for inviting me on this call and letting me share my story. I'm currently in the car at the moment because we just moved into our new home and we don't have any reception or any internet. So we're at our front door in the car, but no problems, right? So I started Herbalife, I think almost 6 years ago, and it was very, very unintentional at the time. I met my coach, my then coach, Bex, who's my partner. And he just invited me to a fit club, and my sister and I attended. We were going to the gym anyways, and we had no idea about supplementation at all. My sister, she was always wanting to lose weight and get healthy, and I'd been taken to the gym for about 2 years, and she lost maybe 2 kilos. It was nothing. So she decided to jump on a program herself, and in the beginning I was skeptical, a bit like Phoebe, but she jumped on. I couldn't deny her energy shift and how much better she was feeling. So I decided to jump on myself. My story's a bit different. I didn't want to lose weight. My mum called me a chopstick all the time because I was just straight up and down, really underweight. The doctor said I was borderline anorexic, and I always wanted to put on some lean muscle. I just didn't have any answers, and I was a cardio bunny. So I said, what have I got to lose? Bex at the time, he'd gained 10 kilos of weight. So I was like, if he can do it, I can do it too, So I gave it a go, jumped on an Ultimate program, and I just felt amazing. I felt amazing. I started exercising more. And then at that time also, I didn't join for nutrition. I didn't join for a business opportunity. But at that time, I was a full-time law student and also working full-time as a paralegal. But I had 3 other side jobs as a tutor, as a waitress, and just working in retail. Because my mum is a single mother. She is amazing, but I actually obviously had to help her around the house with the bills and stuff. And that particular time, at that time, my textbook fees for tax law were due, and they were about $800 for the semester, and I didn't have that money, and I traded all my hours already. You know, I was already working full time. I was already going to uni, so I didn't have any other hours to trade time for money. And that's when the people around me, Bex, they're like, why don't you just share the nutrition? You know, you're feeling amazing. People are asking you what you're on and stuff. So in that first week, I went into uni. I just posted like Post-it notes everywhere. And I got, you know, my first few clients, and I was able to make $880 to pay for those textbooks. I never opened 2 of them, but the fact of the matter is I realized that, you know, the value that you can bring into the marketplace in helping someone get healthy is so much more valuable than just trading those hours for however much I was earning, right? So fast forward now, 6 years, I guess, later, I've been practicing as a lawyer for the last 2.5 years and doing Herbalife part-time, but with a full-time dream and attitude. You know, by the end of this year, we're looking to go full-time so I can retire my job as a solicitor. And, you know, Herbalife has been able to facilitate us in buying our first home, you know, preparing for a wedding, even though it's COVID and we're in lockdown, and just giving us all these opportunities where if I was just working a full-time job, I would be climbing the corporate ladder and I wouldn't have these options to make. You know, I wouldn't have the freedom to design our life together. And it's very, very exciting. And there's been some months where in just working our business and concentrating on our business, we've been able to, like, I've been able to earn more than my income at work where I spend 50 plus hours, 60 hours before, you know, and it just shows like the possibilities in Herbalife. If we're willing to learn, we're willing to upgrade ourselves, and we're willing to help the people around us, anything is possible, right? So yeah, that's kind of my story. In relation to my health, I didn't even get to share that because I got so excited about sharing everything else. I started at around 45 kilos, and you can see my photo there. I was able to gain 11 kilos of, you know, healthy body weight and lean muscle. I got really, really strong. I couldn't do even a proper push-up before. And then I could do like 45 push-ups, could deadlift like 95 kilos. Just the strength in me increased. And that's not saying it's all the products, but being part of the Herbalife Nutrition community built my mindset to be able to achieve these things as well, you know. So I've got great health, I'm building great wealth, and, you know, just happiness and being able to do what I love. So thanks for letting me share, Dean. I'm very, very happy to be on this call, and I'll pass it over to the next speaker.
Susanna, that is awesome. Thank you so much, and appreciate you heading outside because you haven't got that internet coverage tonight. And thanks for coming to us from your car. And I loved what you shared about trading time for money, because it does get to the point for many of us where we've taken every hour of the day that is available, and if we want to create something, there's just no time left. And that's what this call is about tonight. It's the cracks and gaps of the day that are actually there for all of us, that when we have an intention, and I loved the specificity of the story you just shared around needing that $800 to cover those books and making that income of $880. That is specificity and a positive expectation in its purest form. Well done.
Thank you.
Thanks, Susanna. Thank you so much. All righty, we're just going to head north, just a little north, and maybe slightly east. We're going to head up to where I'm told it's beautiful one day and perfect the next. We're going to head to Queensland, and Natalie Serene. Are you there, Natalie? We would love to hear your story. You might just need to unmute.
Absolutely.
Got you now. Thank you.
Yeah, I should be unmuted. Fantastic. Thanks for inviting me on, Dean. Really excited to jump on here and share. So yes, I'm actually on the beautiful sunny Gold Coast, and boy, what an amazing day it was here today. It felt like summer. So excited for heading into spring. Look, I started my program, I certainly was not after the business opportunity. I started my program after popping on a little bit of weight breastfeeding my baby. I put on about 10 kilos I wanted to lose, and I was quite sure about where I wanted to get back to, so my pre-baby weight. And as a shift worker, so I'm a veterinary surgeon, I was working crazy hours, so something like 90 hours a week, overnight, really long night shifts, sort of 20 hours plus per night. So when I started my program, all I was after was just that weight loss. I was really skeptical. I had, this belief that shakes were just a cheap way, but boy, was I wrong. You absolutely would have thought that me, with all my medical background and nutrition background, that I would have known better. But I certainly was very, very pleasantly surprised when I, lost my 12 kilos in only 13 weeks. But what I wasn't expecting was the way I felt, the incredible energy that was to follow. And for me, it kind of crept up over the week, my first week on my ultimate program. And it was sort of more, my husband said, oh, you're kind of not coming home whinging anymore. Like, I wasn't rolling around the lounge room floor saying to my daughter, will you please just go away, leave me alone. I was actually coming home, wanting to play with her. I was happy. So therefore, it really impacted on my whole family because I wasn't tired and cranky and lacking energy all the time. My husband was like, absolutely, I'm not touching that rubbish. But he actually became a closet Herbie user. And he was actually, taking my products, and I just said, look, enough is enough. Just jump on. And he had a good taste of the tea. His first message to me after the first liter of tea was, what is taking you so long to give me this stuff? So he was like an instant, he felt the energy straight away. I stayed on the programs. One thing I was really clear about from really early on was that I absolutely had to be on these products for good. They made me feel so great. And, I really thought that I ate well. I ate good, fresh fruit and vegetables, meat, balanced diets. But the truth is, as an emergency surgeon, you certainly do pick on a lot of rubbish, and you tend to just kind of fill the gaps with crap, to be honest. And so I was blown away by how we felt, but I still, at this point, 5 months down the track, was not interested in doing the business, earning some extra money. I felt like with a daughter working 90 hours a week, there was not a single crack in my day that I could fit any more into. Well, boy, was I wrong. When I actually went down to one of our big events, our yearly event down in Adelaide, and I saw the big picture, I was instantly blown away by how, just how amazing everybody was. I knew nobody when I went down there, but I was instantly felt at home, and I couldn't believe what I saw. Like, I've been to, 10 years studying for a veterinary surgeon. I've got so many degrees and masters and diplomas and you name it, but this was unlike anything I'd ever seen before. And I knew straight then and now, despite my 10 years of hard work to become a veterinary surgeon, that this is what I wanted to do. So one event and just hearing those stories and feeling the room, I knew that Herbalife is absolutely where I wanted to be. So look, that was 3.5 years ago now. I come back, I got to work. I worked really closely with my coach, and just fitting in Herbalife, helping some friends and family, they really just saw me bouncing around the place, how great I looked, how much my skin improved. And I was just able to help, accidentally really at the start, help some mums. And then it just sort of flew out into, earning a good income. I actually replaced my veterinary surgeon income. So once I sort of reached the $12,000 mark, I was able to actually give up my job. Now, this was a goal when I got pregnant, because I knew that the lifestyle that my career gave me was not one that we wanted for our family. But I didn't know what I wanted, and I certainly would never have imagined me doing something like Herbalife. But now, not doing night shifts, having lifestyle balance with my family, traveling the world, taking them to free vacations from Herbalife, being showered with so many gifts, recognition. And I am a person that loves to be recognized for working hard. Now, I do work, but I also have an incredible lifestyle balance now that my veterinary career absolutely was not giving me. So, my income has certainly well and truly exceeded my veterinary income, and it's still climbing, and I am enjoying every single part of it, loving the people I get to work with, and having a ball. Thank you very much, Dean.
Oh, Natalie, you're incredible. Thank you. And I was at the event where you shared, and I have to say your story was so powerful. It just absolutely excited me to the point that I went, wow, I've got to do this too. And I love the fact that you are able to replace your income whilst working in a role 90 hours a week. I can't even imagine the cracks and gaps in those days, but it really is an intentional opportunity. And I suppose it's that, it is that authentic sharing. And we often talk about the fact that we're an attraction business. It's not a sales model. It's attracting people because you become the best version of yourself that's possible, physically and mentally, with a personal development. And that is just attractive.
Absolutely. Yes.
That's awesome, Natalie. Thank you so much. And thanks for being on the call tonight and making time for us.
Thank you.
Cheers. All righty. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come back to New Zealand. And our next speaker is here in the land of the long white cloud. And Karen, if you would like to unmute yourself and share your story, we would love to hear from you tonight in Auckland.
Thank you, Dean. Thanks for having me. Yes, it's my pleasure to be on the call tonight. I was introduced to Herbalife 21 years ago, and like Susanna, she was introduced by her sister. I was introduced by my brother, and you'll see the picture there on the bottom left. That's my brother and my sponsor, Bruce, and forever grateful because I saw him get a great result, and I thought, well, that's what I've been looking for many years. I've been trying alternate ways to get the energy, clear up a digestive issue, and lose weight, of course. And, you know, the products deliver. So I found the solution with Herbalife. At the same time, though, I started using the Outer Nutrition. You know, we have fantastic skin range. And of course, you know, I felt great on the inside, but not everyone was seeing that. So by putting the Outer Nutrition on, of course, you know, people noticed the difference in my skin as well. So I was very fortunate that straight away a friend asked me what I was doing. And I actually made $200 simply by sharing the products and telling someone from the heart what I had done and using Herbalife Nutrition. So, you know, at this stage in my life, my husband and I had just sold a business that we'd very busy business, and we had sold that, and I had 2 young boys, 7 and 9. So there was no way I was going back into the workforce. I wanted to be busy, but I didn't want to go and work for a boss. So I got stuck into Herbalife. I started working it around what I was doing with the kids outside the school. Yes, the products and this one, it's a great tool, our aloe vera, attracting people, wondering what you're doing. So I started creating a small customer base, and that has grown. It's been very consistent now for 21 years, and that allows me to have a great around what I'm doing with my husband's other businesses now, and just to have a wonderful lifestyle. When we can travel, absolutely fantastic. You can take the business with you. All you need is your laptop. So I was fortunate that, you know, back then the company provided with fantastic trainings. So I attended the trainings and learnt more about how to help other people. And, you know, the company still provides those fantastic trainings, just like you're doing tonight, Dean. So we're very grateful. And so I use all the products. So one of the philosophies in Herbalife, use the products, use them correctly and get a great result. Now I'm going to be 62 next year. And, you know, I feel great every day. So I still use the products as my family do. My kids are in the right-hand photo, and my parents and my husband. Now, we all use the products, and I think, you know, my parents, 92 and 90, are walking, talking advertisement. Great health, and just, you know, they look healthy and they feel healthy, and that's the key. And you know, family is so important to look after primarily, and then of course help other people. So yeah, I use the products every day. I use them. I wear the button. I'm always wearing my button, which is your shop front, and it attracts business. So when you're out and about, you know, people are going to ask you, what is this button all about? Because not many people are out there wearing it. And of course, you know, this obvious use of our products, and then of course talking to people and follow up. So what I particularly like to do is get their phone numbers. Obviously, you know, you're not going to have a full-blown conversation with people, but when you're out and about, you're getting their phone number, email address. We have a wonderful tool in our monthly newsletter, and I send that out to them straight away, and then that personal phone call after. This does create business for you, but you do have to initiate it. That's the thing. So, you know, that's all I do. I've created many customers I've had for many, many years, and that's what you also want to do. You're building friendships and relationships. So, you know, the other thing that you can use our products, and shopping from your own shop is a huge part, because we have fantastic products. We have great inner nutrition. We have fantastic outer nutrition. And just last night, I went to a mid-Christmas dinner party, Dean, and what I was able to do for the Secret Santa was to give our products. And, you know, it was the hot favorite. Everyone wants our products. Birthdays, Christmas is coming up very quickly. You know, use what you have on hand, because it's the best. So, you know, with our business, it really is an opportunity of great health. Attitude is paramount. You've got to have a fantastic attitude. You've got to want to help people. And it's just simply looking the part and talking the part. I am my own boss, and there's my timer. I am my own boss, but I have to be accountable to me. So it's all about that discipline as well. So thanks for letting me share, everyone. Have a great night. Thank you.
Karen, thank you. That's absolutely delightful. Loved hearing how you attract some of those customers, and you've been doing this for a couple of years now. So it's fabulous that not only is this something that you can do part-time, but it is a career level income for those that want to apply themselves to that and turning it into that. And of course, something we don't really talk about all that often, but it's well worth mentioning, is that it's a willable asset. So we can actually leave this to our children too, which is of course something that's always in the forefront of my mind, is what happens when I'm gone. What am I leaving for my kids? So really excited about that too. Karen, thank you. Thank you for being on the call. Thanks to all of our guests tonight for making a gap in their Sunday evening to share their stories and talk about possibility. And I think you get the idea that it's just about being authentic. It's about enjoying a product that really is good for you, and then attracting business. And this Sunday session, I'd like to say thanks to you. Thanks for making time to be here. And what you want to do now is talk to the person who invited you into this call, and they'll help you get started. They'll help you get some of these nutrition products so that you can experience them yourself. And if you'd like to get involved in our business, and we certainly want some help. So for us to take this product around the world, we need more people. We need people just like you. So if you'd like to share in this journey with us, please get back to the person who invited you into this call, and they'll show you how to get started. And next week, we've got 4 more fabulous women who are going to be sharing their journey, their story of how they've built a business, a phenomenal global business, working right from the kitchen table, wherever they are. And trust me, these are 4 stories that you're going to want to hear. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for being on our call. I wish you a great week, and we'll see you next Sunday. Good night.